Covering an area of 1,759,540 square kilometers, Libya is the 16th largest nation in the world by size, and is the 4th largest country in Africa, 7 times the size of the United Kingdom, and slightly larger than Alaska. Russia is roughly 9.7 times as big as Libya. And Australia is roughly 4.3 times as big as Libya. While Libya is 1.4 times as big as South Africa, 5.8 times as big as Italy, and approximately 12 times as big as Bangladesh. Libya is bordered by Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Algeria, Niger and Tunisia. Much of Libya is arid and flat, and lies within the Sahara Desert. In fact, almost 90% of the country is desert, so the majority of people live in coastal cities. Most of Libya's population lives in cities along the Mediterranean Sea, where the climate is milder than the country's hot desert interior. Tripoli, the capital city, and Benghazi, the second largest city, are both located near the coast. The history of Libya dates back to around 8000 BC, when its coastal areas were inhabited by the ancient Berber peoples. Following the Berbers, Libya was ruled by many conquering empires, such as the Romans, the Greeks, the Persians, the Arabs and also the Turks. The Arabs conquered Libya in the 7th century AD. In the following centuries, most of the indigenous peoples adopted Islam and the Arabic language and culture. In the middle of the 16th century the Ottoman Turks invaded, and Libya became part of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire ruled Libya from 1551 to 1911. Italy invaded in 1911 and then Libya became an Italian colony. When Libya declared its independence on December 24, 1951, it was the first country to achieve independence through the United Nations. Libya was proclaimed a constitutional and a hereditary monarchy, under King Idris. The discovery of significant oil reserves in 1959, and the subsequent income from petroleum sales, enabled what had been one of the world's poorest countries, to become extremely wealthy. With oil reserves of 48 billion barrels, Libya is home to the largest oil deposits in Africa and 10th largest globally. It holds 2.8% of the world's oil resource. King Idris ruled the Kingdom of Libya until he was overthrown in a military-led coup on September 1, 1969. The new regime, headed by the Libyan Revolutionary Command Council (LRCC), abolished the monarchy and proclaimed the new Libyan Arab Republic. Muammar Gaddafi emerged as the leader of the revolution, and he eventually became the chief of the state. He ruled Libya for nearly 40 years, until he was overthrown and killed in the 2011 Libyan civil war. Since 2011, Libya has gone through several government changes, which has led to a long stretch of both political and economic instability.